Hello. In this session, we are going to discuss about the drilling machine. Drilling machine is one of the most important machine tool in the workshop. It was designed to produce cylindrical hole of required diameter and depth on the metal workpiece. Through these holes, they can be made with different machine tools in the shop, and the drilling machine is designed specifically to perform the operation of drilling and the other similar operation. We can say that drilling can be easily done at lower cost and in a shorter period of time with the help of the drilling machine. Drilling can also be called as an operation of producing the cylindrical hole of required diameter and depth by removing the metal by the rotating edges of the drill. The cutting tool that is known that is required for you can say that for the drilling process is known as the drill, which is fitted into the spindle of the drilling machine. I'll show you the spindle while discussing the construction of the drilling machine. While drilling, to start the drilling, a mark of indentation is made at the required location with the help of a center punch, and the rotating drill is pressed at that particular location where the mark has been made, and then is fed into the workpiece. Now, after that, the hole can be made up to the required drill. So, what is the takeaway? You have to remember what is drilling is a metal cutting process carried out by a rotating cutting tool to make the circular holes in the solid materials, and the tool which is used to make used for making these holes is called as drill bit, or it sometimes it is called as a twist drill. Moving forward, drilling machine is a power operated machine tool which holds the drill into the in its spindle, rotating at a high speeds, and when actuated, it will move linearly against the workpiece to produce a hole, circular hole in most of the cases. Before going into the types of a drilling machine, let me talk about something about the construction of the drilling machine. The basic part of a drilling machine are base, column, drill head, and spindle. The base, which is a main part, which is made up of cast iron and may rest on the bench, uh, pedestal, or floor depending upon the design of the drilling machine. If there are larger and heavy duty machines, they are grounded on the floor. The reason is to absorb or to damp the vibration. The column is mounted vertically upon the base. It is actually accurately machined, and we can say that the table can be moved up and down on it on the column. The drill spindle, which is an electric motor and the mechanism meant for the driving the spindle at different speeds, are mounted on the top of the column. The power is transmitted from the electric motor to the spindle through a flat belt or a V belt. Now there are different types of drilling machine, like portable drilling machine, bench drilling machine, radial drilling machine, pillar drilling machine, gang drilling machine, or multiple drilling machine. Let us see one by one. So portable drilling machine, it can be carried and used anywhere into the workshop. That's why it is called as a portable drilling machine. It is used to drill the holes on the workpiece in any position, which is not possible with the help of the standard drilling machine, because it is the standard drilling machine is fixed at one location. So it will not allow us to drill the hole at any location, which can be done with the help of the portable drilling machine. The entire drilling mechanism in the portable drilling machine is compact and it is small in size, and that's why it can be carried anywhere. This type of drilling machine is widely adopted in automobile built up work, and the motor that is used over here is generally of the universal type. These machines can accommodate the drills from 12 mm to 18 mm diameter, and these portable drilling machines are operated at higher speed. Then we have the bench drilling machine. These bench drilling machine, they are light duty machine, and they are used in the small workshop. These are also called as the sensitive drilling machine. These drilling machines are designed for small holes at high speed in the light jobs. High speed and high hand feed are necessary for drilling the small hole. Hand feed means we are giving the feed to the drill bit or the twist drill with the help of the hands of the operator. The base of the machine is mounted either on the bench or on the floor by means of the bolts and nuts. This type of machine can handle the drills up to 15.5 millimeter of diameter, and the drill is fed into the work purely by hand, and thereby the operator can sense the progress of the drill into the work, and because of the hand feed, and that's why this machine is named sensitive drilling machine, because the operator needs to operator can sense the progress of the drill into the workpiece. That's why it is called as sensitive drilling machine. It consists of the parts like base, column, table, spindle, drill head, and the driving mechanism. The base is made up of cast iron, and it can withstand the vibration. The base, on it is mounted, it may be mounted on the bench or it may be mounted on the floor, and the function of the base is to support all the parts of the machine on it. Second part of the machine is the column, and the column stands vertically at the base at one end. So I can show you over here. uh, this is this one is column. This vertical portion is called a column, and the column, it stands vertically and it is supported by this base, and it supports the work table. So this is your work table. So this column support this work table and this drill head. So this is drill head. Okay, and the drill head has this drill spindle. This is your drill spindle. This portion is called drill spindle, and the driving motor on the either side of the column. This is your driving motor, which is giving the power to this drill head, and giving power to the drill spindle, and thereby drill bit. Now next part is table. Now this table is mounted on the vertical column. This table, this is a work table which is mounted on the vertical column, and which can be adjusted up and down. The reason behind is to accommodate the workpiece in between your drill bit and the work table. This table, here you can see, these are the T slots. These are the T slots. The use of these T slots are for holding the workpiece or to hold any other work holding devices. Now this table can be adjusted vertically to accommodate the workpieces of different height, and they can be clamped at the required position. Then we have this drill head. This is a drill head. Drill head is mounted on the top side of the column. The drill spindle and the driving motor are connected by means of this V belt and the cone pulleys. These are the cone pulleys on which this V belt is attached, and which is powered with the help of this drive motor. This motion is transmitted to the spindle from the motor by the belt. The pinion is attached to the handle, meshes with the rack on the sleeve of the spindle for providing the drill the required down feed. So with the help of this drill feed handle, you can provide the down feed to this drill spindle, and so as to the drill. This spindle rotates at a speed ranging from 500 to 2000 rpm. So these are the parts which I have explained. So working of this motor, workpiece with the exact location is marked on it with the center punch, and it is clamped rigidly on the work table. Spindle axis and center punch indentation are same in line. The machine is started and the drill bit is lowered by rotating feed handle. When the drill bit touches the workpiece, it starts removing the material. Next type of the machine is your bench drilling machine. Bench drilling machine. So these are the heavy duty or versatile drilling machine which are used to perform the drilling on a large or heavy workpieces. The holes are up to 7.5 centimeter can be machined with the help of this radial drilling machine. These are the most commonly used machine in the workshop. So they are intended. These radial drilling machines are intended for drilling on the medium to the large size of heavy workpieces. It is are having heavy round column. So this column on which this structure is supporting, which is heavy and which is mounted on the large base. So this is called as base. This one is the base of the drilling machine, which is a casted part. This base is mounted, or it is placed on the floor, and it is fixed with the floor either by foundation or by nut and bolts. The again I'm telling you, the basic function of the base is to damp the vibration. This column supports this radial arm, which can be raised or it can be lowered to enable so as to enable the table to accommodate the workpiece of the different height. So on this we place the workpiece like this. So if the workpiece is having different sizes or heights, so that can be accommodated with the help of moving this radial arm either up or down with the help of this arm elevating screw. It is same as the lead screw that we had discussed in the lathe machine. Okay. Now the arm which has a drill on it. This is called radial arm, which is on which contains the drill. It can be swung around any position. So you can swung it like this, circular. Okay, because it is free to rotate along this column, and that's why this machine is named as radial drilling machine, because of the reason, because this radial this arm can be swung around the column. This machine consists of the parts like base, column, radial arm, drill head, and driving mechanism. Okay, so the parts are common and the functions of the parts are common in most of the drilling machine. So heavy base, vertical column, horizontal arm, and drilling head. These are the main parts of this drilling machine. Workpiece is marked for exact location and it is mounted on the table. Drill bit is then located by moving the radial arm and the drill to mark location. By starting the drill spindle, motor holes are drills. Now let us discuss about various drilling machine operation. First operation is the reaming operation which is carried out on the drilling machine. Now, what is reaming operation? Reaming is a process of smoothing the surface of the drill hole with the help of the tool. So, already drill hole, these drill holes are smoothened. These the internal surfaces are smoothened with the help of the process called as reaming. The tool which is used for reaming process is known as the reamer. So this tool used for enlarging and finishing a previously drilled hole, this reaming tool is used for. It is the multi-tooth cutter, and it removes very small amount of material, and as well as it will give a better finish and accurate dimension. So initially hole is drilled slightly smaller in size, and the drill is then replaced by the reamer, and the speed is reduced to half that of the drilling. Okay, and then the internal surfaces are machine. So this diagram is reamer tool, and you can see over here the smaller hole is drilled, and then the drill bit is replaced by the reamer, and then the internal surfaces are smoothened with the help of the reaming operation. Next one is the boring operation. So boring is a process of carrying on the drilling machine to increase the size of the already drilled hole. Over here you can see that this is an already drilled hole. If you need to increase the size of this drilled hole, already drilled hole, we are going to use the boring process. So how it is carried out? Initially a hole is drilled to the nearest size, and by then using the boring tool, the size of the hole is then increased. The next is the counter boring. So counter bore, if we talk of, it is a multi-tooth cutting tool which is used for enlarging the top of the previously machine hole. The top of the previously machine hole. It has three or four cutting tooth. So these are called as cutting tooth. The flutes on them may be either straight or helical. So you can see over here in this diagram it is helical. Straight fluted tools are used for machining the softer materials like brass and aluminum, and for a shorter depth of cut. And if we are incorporating helical tooth in the counter bore, they are used for the longer holes. Now cutting tool we have used for small cylindrical portion, they are called as pilot over here. Okay, cutting speed is equal to 2/3 of the drilling speed for the same hole. Then we have countersinking. Now this operation of making the end of the hole in the conical shape. So it is called as counter sinking. So if we want the shape end of the hole that needs to be a tapered one, so then it is like a sink. Okay, so that's why it is called as counter sinking. So countersinking has a countersink. The tool we called it as a countersink. So this countersink tool has a cutting edges on its conical surface. You can see in this diagram on its conical surfaces, and it is similar in construction to that of your counter bore, except there are angles on the cutting edges, and these angles of the countersinks will generally be of 60 degrees or 82 degrees and 90 degrees like this, and they are used for enlarging the top of the holes that is in conical shape. So these are the counter sinks. So you can see over here it's a conical shape, and the teeth or the flutes are on the conical shape. So this angle is 60 and 80 or 90 degrees. So top end of the hole is in a cup shape or a sink shape. Then we have a spot facing. So spot facing, it's a finishing operation to produce the flat round surface usually around the drilled hole, and the use of this is for the proper seating of the bolt heads and nuts. So I'll explain it with the help of this diagram, and it is done using with the help of the spot facing tool. So you can see these are the spot facing tools. Over here you can see if it is not spot face, if this surface is not spot face, this nut and bolt cannot be seated properly over here. It cannot be seated properly, and for that we need to remove certain amount of material so that this portion, this nut bolt will be properly sit on this curved surface, and that's why we require the spot facing operation. The next operation is the tapping operation. So tapping is the process of cutting the internal threads with a thread tool called as trap. So this tool is called as the tap. Now tap is a fluted fluted threaded tool which is used for cutting the internal threads. So if you want to cut the internal threads inside the hole, then it is called as tapping operation. In this case, the cutting speed is very slow. These are the tapping tools which are used over here. Now, there are some specification of the radial drilling machine. So, power capacity is 1.5 HP for drilling motor and zero point 0.5 HP for the elevator motor. So, for drilling motor, which is powered this drill, that capacity is of this motor is 1.5 HP, and which is powering the motor which is used for lowering or raising this radial arm, the capacity is zero point 0.5 HP. The range of speed of the spindle is 50 to 2800 rpm. The length of the arm of the on which drill head can travel is typically 600 mm, and the vertical movement of the arm is 500 mm. Also, the angular swing of the arm is 360 degree. You can swing this arm by 360 degree along this column. The range to which the drill bit can reach is ranging from 350 millimeter to 900 millimeter, and the drill bit depth of 32 millimeter is typically used for the steel. So that's all regarding the construction, working, and the parts of the drilling machine. Thank you.